done. We're on. Hey, everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Mad High Club.
Welcome.
Back. 36. Freddie Quinne's our guest today.
Hi,
What?
it's me, Freddie Quinne.
We're going to pretend like we haven't already spoke for 3 hours today.
Yeah, comedian, lover, podcaster, philanthropist,
Yeah. We just done a episode.
enthusiast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other things.
Anything?
What do I like? Art.
Oh,
Do you?
Yeah, I really like art.
What type of
kind?
art?
Modern art
I hate
is
that
the only
stuff.
thing that's. Why do you hate modern art?
I just don't get it.
Oh, mate, what don't you get about it?
Modern art where they've just got like an empty box and they go,
Well, modern
$6
art
million.
is strictly anything post-impressionist, I suppose. However, the father of modern art really would be Cézanne.
Don't know who that is.
Cézanne is, again, considered I think Picasso called him the father of us all. And he was, in fact, Damien Hirst has a really nice
I've got beef
quote
with
about
Damien
him.
Hirst.
He says, Cézanne was the first artist to ever see using two eyes. And it's a reference to how Cézanne painted trying to use perspective. So, for example, in the majority of art history, the whole game was to paint things as realistic looking as possible.
Yeah.
You know, even like in the Renaissance,
Yeah.
you know, all those, you know, classical and neoclassical eras. The idea was that you paint something and you go, oh, that looks like a real thing. Isn't that cool?
That's a fruit bowl.
Yeah. Well, Cézanne and his painting of fruit bowls and stuff was different because he tried to paint the object as we perceive them as humans.
Right.
You know, with things being slightly bigger than what they are, different angles, seeing things from different
Right,
perspectives.
okay, yeah.
And it was that led to Cubism, obviously with Picasso and Barak. And I realised that this is probably the most boring start to any podcast in the history of the world.
I like it. It's
Nah.
interesting though. But I was thinking more like, you know, fucking Jackson Pollock type stuff.
Okay.
I don't like any of that.
You don't like that. So that's
I
abstract.
understand it.
That would be abstract expressionism.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So the idea is that they are but do you not think it's interesting that you can look at it? So the fact that you don't like it is in itself really interesting because
Yeah.
you have a emotional reaction to it.
Yeah. Right. I'm not saying it's like not art. It just does me head in that someone can do that, and then all these fancy people just go, "Oh, that's worth $1 million because we,
Way more
say,
than that.
Do you get what
Apparently,
I
there
mean?
was
No,
no
it's like,
beds. Like there was no beds to the pop art movement, which came after it. So, like, obviously, Warhol and that bringing soup cans into the art gallery, they was fuming over that.
Well, this is it. I mean, a lot of times a new art movement is nothing more than a reaction
Yeah.
to the one
Yeah.
that came before.
Yep.
So if you go back to Cubism and Picasso and stuff like that, that was considered the shit at
Yeah.
the time. But then there was a reaction to that, Futurism, which was led by, I want to say, Marinetti, who was an Italian sort of artist type person. He wasn't really an artist. But he led the movement of Futurism and stuff, and that was seen as a direct opposition to Cubism. And then after that, I can't remember what came after that, but everything's either building on or a reaction to the previous
right.
thing that
Yeah.
came
I get
before.
you. Yeah.
Now, though, is kind of the first time where there isn't a movement as such. It's people expressing their individuality
Yeah.
through art. Yeah, it's not. I
Or
wouldn't
like
class it as
statement,
anything.
or like statement type of art, innit? Like to do it like political stuff or
Yeah.
you know
Well, yeah.
shit that's
I mean,
happening.
there's always been that, though. But
Oh, well, I mean, like yeah.
Dadaism was
Yeah.
political.
I think it's veering off into its most crazy tangents at the moment. Like
Yeah.
there was a Slovakian artist, can't remember his name for the life of me, but he sold some art to the Tate, and it was a piece of paper, and it was instructions for people to form a queue outside a door that doesn't go anywhere and to look excited.
Yeah.
And he didn't even sell the queue.
Yeah.
He sold the instructions to get people to form. Literally, on a napkin, step 1, have a door that doesn't go anywhere. Step 2, put people outside.
That's
Step
mad,
3,
isn't it?
make them look excited. That'll be £100,000, please.
I think
Yeah.
what I don't like about it is the people who are involved, not necessarily the art.
Pretentious.
Yeah, because there was that story about the fella who's like dropped his glasses in the museum, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is incredible." And like,
Yeah.
and the guy was just like, sorry, can I just grab them? And it was just his glasses on the floor, but everyone sees it as like, oh, what he's trying to do it, and it's like, nah, stop that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That side of it proper just does me head in. Like,
I'm an artist because I sold a picture of my feet. Like this.
don't give him free. That's
For 50
You-
don't
quid.
give him
You
free
sold
stuff.
a picture of your feet for 50
That's
quid.
not free because there's a sock on it.
Yeah,
But
true.
yeah. So this was 50 quid and then £100 for me going, you're a fucking mug. And you'll be watching that.
If
You're not
I,
bad.
I mean, if I was a even mildly attractive looking woman,
Yeah.
the amount of feet pics that I would sell,
Exactly.
the amount of fucking used underwear that I would, the post
Yeah.
office would know me by name
Yeah.
because I'd be,
You probably know you by scent.
oh, that's one of Freddie, well, what we call Freddie, Frederina.
Yeah.
Frederica? Frederica's, no, 'cause that's not a
Frida?
porn name, is it? Frida's not.
Oh, you want
no
a
one's
porn
wanking
name.
over Frida, are they?
Frida Kahlo.
No,
maybe?
but Frida though, innit? It's like having a porn name calling yourself Carol. No, don't
Yeah.
matter how fit you are. If your name's fucking Carol Cuntlips, then
Yeah.
no one's gonna fucking Carol Cuntlips. I mean, no one.
She sounded more and more attractive the more you say about it, to be honest.
Carol Cuntlips, the porn star.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'd fucking sell my used underwear over the internet. Why the fuck
Yeah,
not?
I mean, no one's asked me for that yet, but my DMs are open.
Hey, ask me. My DMs are open.
I'm
Mine's
trying
got a
as
fucking
well.
hole in.
Yeah.
I had to throw away a pair of Calvin Kleins that were really nice, but the middle of them was almost tracing paper see-through, and a hole became on one of them. And
Yeah.
I was like, I really don't want to throw them away,
You've
but I
got to
know
at
that I
point,
have to.
haven't
I
you?
know that I have to get rid
Yeah.
of them
and you
because
start
it's.
telling me you're not a hoarder.
What, sorry?
You're not a hoarder.
No, I'm
That's
just.
what that for,
that card-
It's
that
not
card-
about hoarding. It's just lower
to the
That
standard.
card
Calvins.
was so now we've just found out that card was you clinging onto your pair of Calvins.
Yeah.
Mate, it's my
That's what
standards
it
of
was.
personal hygiene or not. Do you- I know as well, Calvin Klein's cost money.
Too expensive for something that you put under clothes.
But
Yeah, no one
I
can
quite
say.
like my cock and balls to be cradled.
As most
Me
of
too.
us do.
Yeah, I like my penis and so I had for a while a subscription to boxers that came in the post.
Is it Me Undies?
No, it's not me undies.
I've always wanted to try them.
No more sweaty balls, but it was called On That Ass.
Right. Similar type of thing, though.
Similar
yeah.
type of things. Boxers come. Average quality, I would say. A little bit too spandexy for my liking.
Oh, right. Okay.
So they're a little bit too thudumph.
Yeah.
And because as well, it's not necessarily because I have a large penis, why I don't like that. The reason being is because I have quite large, let's call them what they are, rugby playing legs. If I was a woman, they would be thunder thighs.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
big old legs,
Yeah.
calves, and I don't like the idea that they stick.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like my boxers to be more
Bri-
loosey goosey.
Yeah.
But I can't wear like boxers from Tesco.
Shit, like proper shite, aren't
Can't
they?
do it.
Yeah.
So sorry, I'm going off now. You were saying that about you wouldn't like to be taught down to, like sexually.
Not necessarily that I wouldn't want to be talked down to sexually. I don't like financial domination as a kink.
Okay.
It feels,
yeah.
I know it's not, and I know this is all internally my problem, but it feels exploitative.
Oh yeah. Like this guy wanted me to make a video being mean to him, and it was hard for me to do.
Really?
I had to make a script.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there outtakes? Please tell me there's outtakes
The
somewhere.
bloopers.
What?
It was the bloopers.
Put them on for the Patreons.
Yeah.
No,
Hello, you
the-
prick. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do it.
They're gone. But the actual video is so funny.
Is
like,
it?
Yeah.
Can I
Because,
see it?
maybe later.
Is it like-
£100.
Hello, you little fuck pig.
Yeah.
Like something like that.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
would
the best
you
bit
want-
about it was when you messaged him, it was like, I bet you've got a little dick as well. And he was like, actually, I haven't got a little dick.
Yeah. No, in the
But everything
video-
else is fine.
Yeah.
There's boundaries, and we have to respect them. I have an average penis.
It's hilarious.
But yeah, it's mad. I messaged him and was like, what turns you on most about feet? And he said he loves the soles of feet. And I was like, do you want to lick the soles of my feet? And he was like, "Oh my God, that would be incredible." And I was just like, "Well, you can't." And he loved
That's brilliant.
yeah, he likes that.
Feet teasing. Do you know where foot fetishes come from?
Right, I've heard, and I don't know how true this is, but like, because obviously it's formed when you're young, and it's like, so when you're a baby, kind of being just left and like craving your mother. And all you see is a feet type of thing.
I'll tell you this, right? And I found this out on TikTok, so you know it's true.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, so in your brain, there is obviously, you know, if you sliced your brain open, there's a bit that charts feeling in your body.
Yeah.
And everywhere where you touch would correspond to a different part of your brain within this little cortex, if you like. This little slice of your brain. And the bit that that triggers stimulation in your genitals is right next to the bit that stimulates feeling in your feet.
Yeah.
So your feet and genitals are right next to each other.
Yeah.
So, well, apparently foot fetish is the most common fetish out there.
Yeah.
And it's because it's really easy for those two things
Just
to get
crosswire.
crosswired. Now, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Feet are gross.
Yeah.
And I've got nail fungus that I cannot get rid of for the life of me.
Oh,
I've got it on both fucking nails on my big toe,
Yeah.
and I refuse to spend 30 quid on cure a nail.
Yeah.
Have you soaked your feet in vinegar?
That's meant to work.
Yeah.
I'm not friendly enough with any chip shop owners for to make that
That
happen.
much vinegar.
Can I have large chips with lots of vinegar?
Hold the chips.
Can I have vinegar
Hold
with
the
some chips?
Yeah, hold the chips and salt, please. Just salt on your feet.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what it is as well. A woman behind the pharmacy was like, "Oh, it is expensive curing it," because I've been to a pharmacy to sort it out. It is expensive cure nail, but you can get tea tree oil for £2, and that might do the job.
Stuff.
Not doing the job.
Antifungal tea tree oil, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's why.
Is
So it's
it?
coconut oil.
It's got a lot of work to do though. It's got a lot of backpedaling to.
Yeah.
Is it furry down there?
It's not furry, but it's
Is it weird having something grow on you, like, so visibly?
no, not really. I'm fine with it. The only thing is that part of my nail broke off last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because I'm unpacking my house, I can't find my nail clippers anywhere.
Oh,
So
right.
I'm just dealing with it as a problem. I really hate my fucking feet. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Okay,
like when
so
you-
you're not a foot fetish person then.
I don't know. Just what do I like?
Do you want to tell us your fetishes?
Yeah, I have no problem telling you my fetishes.
Okay.
What am I into? I quite like dom and sub things, but as a dom.
Right.
Yeah, I thought that of
Dick
you.
and Dom.
You got that of me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What else did you get?
That's it.
Just dom stuff?
Yeah, and your future's bleak.
And my future's bleak as fuck because we did a fucking tarot reading on my podcast, Pigoted, and apparently I've got no money coming to me.
You have if you have patience, but
I don't have any fucking patience.
I was just for anyone who watched it while you were talking, I said Dick and Dom while the little thing was going on. I like looked over at Finn and Finn wasn't paying attention either, so I was just like, "That's on me, so I just needed to clarify that.
Can you look at people and work out their fetishes? Because I feel like I can do that as well.
I mean, I don't know why I thought that of you, but I just thought
Really?
maybe I don't know.
Do you know what it is as well? He's big, hairy, bearded guy.
Probably. But
well.
no, because you might like being a big hairy baby.
That's the one I've always found a bit mad. Like putting nappies on and pretending to be a baby.
That's a
and
weird one, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, as a dom,
Yeah.
how do you feel about switching to sub then?
I will do anything. Like I'll try anything once.
From the ankles
In fact, if
up.
anything, I'll try anything twice just to make sure I didn't
You
like it the
definitely
first
don't
time.
like it, yeah.
Yeah, defo. So but it's not a natural state for me. Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's almost like, you know, when you, as a compere, watch another compere, and you go, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I used to like really like get involved with like fetishy type stuff and exploring that when I was in my early 20s. But now I'm a bit more like, I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I've done
right.
what I wanted to do. Like traveling.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've done what I wanted to do. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to go back.
Right,
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. Because when I was like researching and that for OnlyFans, like the submissive stuff is very like lick the toilet type of thing. Like, germ riddled.
But the thing is people think like there's a misconception, I think, in kink and domination and stuff that's particularly been born about by like the 50 Shades fantasy, where they've kind of mistaken a dominant and submissive relationship as general abuse. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And they think that they think that everything is physical actions.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, come over here and let me use you as a footstool or something like that. But actually, the majority of it is a mental state.
Yeah.
And that's kind of born about not by making somebody do something, but by sort of carrying yourself in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I wonder if that's why you, like, some of it with financial domination doesn't sit right with you because you are dom. Like,
yeah, but probably it's always just been something that I just feel preys on a weakness.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I guess I don't like it when I feel like someone is profiting out of kink. But then again, no, that's
It's the
not
same
right.
as profiting from like being psychic and that as well, though, isn't it? Again,
No, but
like,
the thing is, though, is I don't feel like that because actually I have no problem with people doing OnlyFans or prostitution or stripping or any of those things. I think you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
There's just something about financial domination that I think is a bit, and maybe it's because when people, so if you go on like, so when I was in my early, I can't believe I'm fucking admitting this on a pot, fuck it. When I was in my early 20s, I used to go on like FetLife and stuff like that and those sort of websites and things. And the way that they're portrayed on there, it's like, I don't know, it seemed very aggressive in their sales pitches.
Yeah.
And that's
a lot of it's to do with like blackmail and shit like that, innit? Like, don't they like, like say, send them a picture of them in like the wife's underwear, and then they go, "Oh, don't show me wife that. I'll pay you not to show me wife." And they're like, "I'm gonna show you wife if you don't send me 200 quid or whatever."
Yeah, some guys, it's mainly guys, isn't it? Like they'll send the dom all the money, and then the femdom sends them a little budget to live on.
Yeah,
like
that's insane.
Financial
that's too much control.
That's insane. I feel sorry for the people that are into financial domination but are on like low wage jobs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's
send us your money. I haven't got it.
Yeah. I want it so bad.
I'll get paid till Tuesday. That's just life financially dominated them.
We're all living in
I feel like I'm financially dominated by the job centre. Please, can I just have some more?
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't like the daddy daughter things either. Those not me.
Yeah,
something a bit dark about that, innit?
Again, like pedos.
I feel like the whole like teen category on like porn sites is a bad idea to have.
Yeah, but none of the teens on porn sites are teens, are they?
I know, but
they got crow's feet.
Yeah,
they come in their crow's feet.
I get what you mean.
they got to use a scalpel to dig the cum out of their crow's feet after a fucking facial like that.
I get what you mean, but like just as soon as you see teen, then what that puts into the back of your mind, and then because I feel like it doesn't help the whole thing of like
when you think of the word teen. That encompasses several years, the majority of which are not legal.
Yeah.
Do you
know what I mean? And then, like, obviously, sometimes they'll have girls who look young or barely legal and shit like that. And, like, I feel like you're pushing it a bit too far for them to, like, sort of enable that type of thinking.
Yeah.
Because then if you get, like, addicted to, I can only watch teen porn or barely legal porn, and you go out and try and find, like, a missus or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you're going to be looking for younger looking girls and stuff like that, aren't you?
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like it's a bit of a weird one to have on there.
It is. And so is the student teacher thing, which is massive.
I feel like that's because of how like men's brains and when they're forming.
See, I like that though.
What do you mean?
Like that was one of my like fantasies that I used to have.
I didn't know that.
Ex-teacher over here.
I've told you
Can we
that.
swap seats?
Throwing this out there.
But that's like, I don't know what that is. I don't know why that is.
Well, what I read about, that there's a book called Sex at Dawn, Christopher Ryan, I think his name is, and he's talking about like how when men are growing up, they get all their sexual desires and that imprinted in their brains younger, and then they stick with them for life, and that's why a lot of the schoolgirl stuff stays along, because when they're going through puberty and they're attracted to other schoolgirls, that's why the brains are developing. And then that gets stuck in there then, and then you're 30 and you're like, oh, I love it. I love it if you wear a schoolgirl outfit. Yeah. Because it goes right back to when your brain was developing sexually. Yeah. And then with women, he was saying it's a lot more malleable. Yeah. So like 1 week you could be like into one thing, and then you go, oh, that didn't really do it for me this week. I'm like that type of thing.
The defence rests, Your Honour.
It's because I was around schoolgirls, right?
When I was, again, like, prepping my OnlyFans and that. So you have to like share your page all over Reddit, because there's no way to get people to your page, especially if you're doing it like secretively. So I had a different name and everything. So you're essentially starting from zero.
What was your porn name?
I'm not telling you.
Oh, we don't. We're not allowed to
Can't tell, just in case.
Oh, right. I genuinely wasn't thinking about Googling. I was thinking more of I think it's funny when people make porn names. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You'll never know.
It's always like, but it's going to be something sexy though, isn't it? It's going to be like Chloe Lovelace or something like that. It's not going to be like fucking Barbara Fag. Do you know what I mean?
Fag. That'll be someone's kink though, a bit of Barbara Fag.
My name's Barbara Fag. Give us all your fucking money, alright? Sound like Bono.
Smoking's a fetish, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, cancer. Nothing's sexier than cancer.
Coughing all over.
Yeah, what they do with the smoking fetish porn is that they start off just on a couple a day, and then they get addicted, and then the last bit, the money shot, if you like, is the doctor going, it's terminal. Like that's the bukkake shot in that particular niche of porn.
Yeah.
But it was this might be a bit risky to talk about, but there's a lot of like rape.
CNC, consensual, non-consensual.
Yeah. On Reddit, like, there's a lot of like pages that are like, oh, come and rape me, and there's a lot of like rape victims as well who and I'm not saying all rape victims, but some of them now like that. They have that fantasy. They've posted about it. Like, that's how they get off now. And rape is a horrible thing. And I'm not generalising.
Why did you choose me as a guest for this one? Fucking Lord.
I didn't know this was going to get said either.
I'm just saying that is some people's like kink and fetish is the idea.
Tell you what, it's a tough one that though, isn't it? In terms of a fetish to have, it requires a lot of prep, doesn't it? Like,
well, it was mad because there was girls who just like put their address on Reddit and be like, I'm here, my door's open, come get me.
Wow, that's mad. Also as well, great prank to play on a neighbour. Edit that out. Fucking Lord above. Shit.
It appears we both have dirt on each other's on the podcast.
Yeah, we both got mad on each other's pods, haven't we?
But apparently where that comes from, and it's probably similar to the teacher thing as well. It's like you want to be desired so to the point where it's illegal. Like, where someone literally can't control their desire over you. That's probably what it is.
Have you seen the concept of, you probably have tributes, whereby people are like...
just come on photos.
Yeah. So people are like, I really like this porn actress or whatever. It's always porn act. It's always a man doing it. It's never because women aren't fucking nuts like this. But they'll print off a picture of her, and then they'll jizz over the picture, and they'll jizz onto the picture, and they'll send a picture of a picture covered in jizz to the woman and go, hey, look how much I like it. It's sort of like you know when a cat brings home a dead baby bird?
Yeah, right.
It's sort of like, look what I've got for you. Expecting the porn star to be like, what a lovely gift. It's my face covered in cum. What a wonderful magic. I'm going to put this on the fridge. Do you know what I mean? Like, just dripping off.
Put it on the other way, it'll stick up by itself.
There's a reason our fridge is a smeg. So
Great.
How did we go from talking about modern art and that, and talking about smeg on a fridge?
Well, jizz can be modern art, can't it? If you do it in a gallery.
I think you'd have to be
Might
very...
get kicked out.
I've
Do
seen.
you know what? How great would that be? You know, we talked about the dude, the Q.
Yeah.
The Slovakian guy for Q. What if, for his next one, he had instructions to have just a man furiously pretending to masturbate in the middle of the art gallery?
Yeah.
So he just sat there, Macintosh, just pulling away his dick. Like
It's art! It's art! Sorry, I pulled out.
I saw like it was a box, and there was a video playing on the outside of the box of the artist who had lived in the box for however long, and the video was of him wanking. Like, so he just lived in that box for a bit, and that was art.
Was you just watching a homeless man?
No, it was in the tape.
I'm so paranoid.
In the Tate, yeah.
I'm so paranoid about people watching me masturbate that I cover up the webcam.
That's sensible.
I think that's a
Sensible,
normal thing to do, innit? Because
Yeah, but it's not even necessarily like, you know, people would send me like an email being like, oh, I've caught you. It's just I don't want to watch myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch. Because I'm well aware what I look like when I exercise. Do you know what I mean? Which is just out of breath and sweaty and like that. But I don't want that plus jizz.
Yeah.
You know, just don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Don't want to see it.
Have you got any embarrassing sex stories, Fred? Fred. Do
Do
you get called Fred?
No, well, now.
Fred.
yeah, just this minute, yeah.
Not really. I wouldn't say so. I got a blowjob once from a... Why did I say it like that? Blowjob.
Blowjob.
I got a... It's not a blowjob. A blowjob from a girl who had a tongue piercing and something caught the end of my penis and cut it, and there was blood everywhere.
Oh.
That's kind of embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not cool.
And it really hurt, both physically and mentally.
I'm just trying to find... We got sent one...
I feel like as a dom, would you even admit to something embarrassing sexually though? Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not against the idea. I'm not like I say, it's not like I would say that like in terms of like that sort of thing, I'm a dom more than anything else, but it's not something that I'm in an active sort of relationship in now. Like my other half's not about that life, and it's fine because I feel like I've got my fill. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I've done it.
Yeah, like you say, traveling like.
Tell us what we are.
You are sorry.
Do you want to guess what we are?
Let me
that then.
try and.
Do it in a minute.
I think that this is very much a switch relationship. I think that there's quite a bit of back and forth thing that goes on.
There's always a bit of back and forth.
I don't think that there's one set dom and
like
sub.
Me going back and forth.
Yeah, I got it.
I don't think there's any one set back and forth. Fuck me. I think that this is sort of like, I think sometimes you will be dom, Dean, and I think that sometimes you will assume that role, Amy. And I think that you are quite experimentative with it. I would, if I had to guess, I will bet money that rope play is involved. I bet that there's been tie-up sitches.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah.
That's the sound that I make when I guess what someone's into.
Yeah.
What's your name? Epstein? Royalty, you say?
I wonder how did you know that?
What, sorry?
How'd you guess that?
Do you want to know how I guessed?
Yeah.
I looked at Amy's top, and Amy's top is kind of ropey. Sort of, it kind of mimics.
It is lingerie.
What's it called? Like, there's a specific Japanese term, like hiratashi or something like that.
Yeah.
Omarashi, something arashi.
See, I don't do that. We don't do that proper proper
We've got
tile.
ropes.
Yeah, but it seems
we've
like
also got
take too long
We've
to set
also
up.
got ties
As well, when you see,
in place.
you know, when you see those things, because there's some people who take pictures of it, and it's like one woman majestically wrapped in rope with her bottom foot dangling on the floor and her top in a obscure position. It sort of looks like a ballerina that has been sort of mummified almost. I look at that and I don't find anything impressive in it at all.
I go, what's the structural integrity of that room, like?
That better be a load-bearing wall. Fuck me.
How's it be fucked?
Christ almighty. Well, I bet they've got a trade card at Wix.
Yeah.
I bet they've got a Screwfix catalogue at home. But yeah, I mean, that was my thing. Is I looked at your top and I thought, well, that's kind of
Well, it is actually lingerie, this, but lingerie never sees the bloody light of day, does it? So I've started wearing it at daytime.
Well, you can't really tell that it's lingerie though. Like you wouldn't look at that and go,
"Good, have you seen the bottom half?"
Really? Just fanny flaps on show and all sorts. Fun fact, a friend of mine once said that for his birthday, his girlfriend bought her some very sexy lingerie.
Lingerie? Yeah. I've started saying that on stage.
Lingerie?
Yeah, because of Brexit, we're not allowed to say lingerie anymore.
But I love it. Lingerie.
Yeah.
It's just such a sexier way of saying it. I don't like lingerie.
Seems very northern, though.
Do you know what I hate? And I know this is a really strange thing. The word panties.
Panties.
Knocks me fucking sick.
Edible panties.
Panties. Blech.
Yeah.
Very American, that though, isn't it?
Yeah, but I just don't like. There's something about it. Panties.
Yeah.
Everything from the P is downhill.
Yeah.
Panties.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it that Ro says all the time?
Pussy.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
He hits the P so hard
Yeah.
and he says
Pussy.
Yeah, that's not what he says, and it's
Just gonna go out there and lick some pussy. Pussy. It's very plosive, isn't it? Pussy.
Yeah. But speaking of fucking tongue bars and that, we got sent a sex story.
Okay.
I don't know if he wants to be anonymous or not, so I'll just keep it anonymous. It says, "Hey
What's
guys."
What's his name though?
It begins with a J.
James.
Janonymous, his name is.
Janonymous.
Yeah.
Jonathan Anonymous.
Yeah. He says, "Here's an embarrassing sex story for you. One time my girlfriend had put some nice lingerie with fishnets. We were sat on the bed facing each other with our legs crossing each other's." I don't know how that is.
Or legs crossing each other, sort of a scissoring motion.
Kind of, yeah.
I'd imagine it to be like that. Like a hashtag, but with legs.
But they were facing each other, it says.
Well, they were facing each other. Yeah, leg hashtag.
But then she leaned down to give him a blowjob.
Ah, right, okay. So it must be legs crossed facing each other. Our own legs were crossed and we were facing each other.
With our legs crossing each other's.
like that.
That's insanity. Who sits like that?
And then leans forward to give a blowjob as well.
What? Like one of those birds with the fucking water?
Yeah.
Those perpetual motion machines.
So she...
Does your girlfriend not have a spine? The fuck?
She leaned down to give him a blowjob, and then halfway through, she realised the nipple bar got caught on her own fishnets. Started to panic because she couldn't sit back up.
That's so funny.
And then it caused him to start panicking, which unfortunately for her, he was holding a fart in. And all the wriggling and panicking, the fart came out right in her face.
Oh my God.
They're still together, and luckily it didn't ruin the relationship, but that's an awkward position to be in, isn't it?
What a lovely romantic.
Well, your nipple bar
story.
sticks to your own thigh. You've got a dick in your mouth. And then a fart in your face.
It sounds like the precursor to the next Saw film.
Yeah, or like Human Centipede or something.
Yeah, like she's got a dick in her mouth, she's got her nips on her fucking fishnets, and fucking Jigsaw comes in and goes, "Good evening.
Oh, sorry.
Will you sacrifice your nipples to save the cock?" Yeah, exactly.
When I've been in the shower, what are them fluffy things called?
It's like a loofah, in it? Whatever.
Loofah.
Yeah.
I've been like
Lex Luthor.
scrubbing my face, and it's got caught on all my piercings.
Yeah.
And the soap in my eyes, and I've just have to been like,
You look like a weird fish.
But I just had to shout Dean in because I couldn't see.
Jane!
She just come in, there was just a big loofah stuck to her face,
Wow.
soap in her eyes, and she was like, "Ugh."
That's how you live now, unfortunately. That's how you have to live with a loof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad. What were you saying about my breastfeeding something?
Oh, yeah. So there was a program on that I watched.
Ties in well with fetishes
So
again.
one of my favourite things to watch is weird programs about kinks. So did you ever watch...
Dog and Tales and the Human Pups
great.
one?
The Human Pups one I watched when he was like, I've got a handler. When he was dead into it and his partner, who was no longer his partner, was like, I'm not really. That was the one. Do you know what I love, though? Was it the dog one? It might have been the dog one, where at the end, one of them came... So one of them invited all of his mates round for a drink. And he was like, I've invited you here, not just for a drink, but I've also got something to tell you. And they were like, right, okay, what have you got to tell me? And he was like, well, I'm going to show you. And they were all like, okay. So he went upstairs. Obviously, it takes a while to get into these fucking dog costumes.
Yeah, proper effort, yeah.
Because they're all, you got to talc yourself up and shit, and it's all fucking... So it takes about half an hour to fucking peel into this dog costume. And then he comes down dressed as a dog, and he was like, I'm a dog. And all of his mates were like, what? And he was like, that's what I live as a dog as well. But because the cameras were pointed in his mates' faces, they were all dead understanding. And so they were all like, well, each to their own. Like one guy kept saying each to their own over and over. Each to their own, each to their own. We've all got our own things. One of them said, I always knew deep down that there was something. And I wanted to be like, fuck off.
No, you never,
What, did you catch him having a wank over Crufts? How did you fucking know?
Yeah, that's the thing. Are they attracted to dogs?
No, they just like the... So they have a attachment to that sort of spirit and having a handler and that.
Right.
It's not being a dog that they like. It's
thing.
the relationship that dogs have to the world and to people. That's what they like.
Is it kind of submissive as well? Like you're subhuman?
Oh, it's very submissive, isn't it? Yeah.
Massive. So that dude that slept in a fucking crate on the floor and ate out of a fucking dog bowl, didn't he?
Yeah, well, I thought about that. Like, there was one where his wife was like, oh, it was a bit of a shock at first, but I just sort of like stuck because I love him and that.
Yeah.
I was like, I reckon he was trying to break up with her. Going, hey, listen, I think I'm a dog. And she's gone, all right, yeah. And he's like, fuck. And she's like, eat your tea off the floor. And he's like, oh.
Oh, mate.
I wish
this is fucking rough. This is fucking rough. And she's gone, yeah, that's the spirit. Carry on, lads.
And I feel like she just proper called his bluff and but he hasn't got the bottle to break up with her. Now he's just got to keep being a dog. Like,
do you know what? There was one where the handler was a man and he was like, can we talk about... And then he was like, nope, not on camera. And he was like, but can we... Nope. And it was the dynamic was weird as fuck. He was eating his fucking tea in a bowl. The thing is, as well, is when you're eating, because I've got a dog, right? There's only certain foods that you can eat in a bowl.
Yeah.
And kibble is one. Wet food is one.
Soup.
I think soup in a bowl would be a nightmare. It'd go fucking everywhere. Yeah. Soup would be a nightmare.
You have soup in a bowl?
No,
but
you also have a spoon.
Yeah, but you use a spoon. You don't.
He's more talking about. He's not talking about the bowl. He's talking about eating stuff with your face.
Okay. Yeah.
I think some chips would be all right.
Yeah.
Chips would be fine. Yeah.
Banana.
Chips would be fine, but like,
how'd you peel it? I suppose dogs don't open their own food.
Yeah.
Ramen, perhaps.
Yeah.
Even that'd be hard work, wouldn't it? Especially if it's hot. Just put your face in it.
Yeah, that's the problem with soup.
You couldn't eat like lasagna in a fucking dog bowl, like shepherd's pie.
Yeah, nah.
It'd be a nightmare.
It'd be a mess.
A Thai green curry.
No, you don't.
Go everywhere. But anyway, this one last night, it was called...
What did he feed them? Sorry.
What?
Because I'd be like, you're eating dog food then.
Yeah. You can make them eat your shit or anything, couldn't you?
Yeah. We're not
That'd be very authentic.
You can't do that to
I know, yeah, that's slider.
Just boot it in the face if you want it, I suppose.
Just put cigarettes out on its head and everything.
They eat shit occasionally.
So my dog does eat sheep poo. He doesn't eat his own poo. Every once in a while, I'll have a little nibble of sheep poo.
It's like vegetarian, that though, innit? Because all they eat, like grass. It pretty much comes out as grass.
I took my dog for a walk yesterday and he found a dead sheep that was in a canal. It just sort of drowned, essentially. But my dog sprinted over to it, and he's a Jack Russell as well, so he's like, gone. And then he was over there, and it must have taken maybe 20 minutes to get him to come back to me. Because usually he comes back straight away, but this time he was like, no, seriously, you want to check this out.
Look at
I was
this.
like, no, I really don't. He was like, but you don't know what it is. I was like, I
Yeah.
fucking do. I can see it from here, mate. He was like, no, listen, right? You're going to be a Met. I don't want to spoil a surprise for you, but it's a dead sheep. Isn't that amazing? Come and have a look. I'm like, no, because that to me is grotesque. He just didn't. 20 minutes that chat took.
Yeah.
20 fucking minutes.
That's hilarious.
Anyway, last night, no, the night before, who gives a fuck? Breastfeeding my boyfriend.
Right.
Right.
And it was women with.
Was it Laura and Dan?
What is that? What they're into?
Yeah. Well, he was saying, wasn't he, on the podcast, he enjoyed
had a
it for a
bit.
little bit.
Yeah.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't know how much he went into it, but he's
But he
definitely
had a bit,
mentioned
and he
he
enjoyed
had
it.
to go. And
Yeah.
he started watching big booby lesbian porn or something.
Nah.
Go watch Have
I'm gonna have to start watching this podcast.
Yeah.
This is, but I'm not gonna watch. I'm gonna specifically watch the bit where it's my friends talking about what they're into.
Yeah.
Like that's the bit that I like.
Yeah.
Is working it. Anyway, anywho, yeah. So it was breastfeeding with my boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
And it was women with, let's be fair, udders. They were big old flappy
Yeah.
Like there were no fucking A cups in that program. Do you know what I mean?
To make milk, do you have to be just have
grow.
had a baby?
No.
Or no.
No, you can take supplements.
Right. Okay.
And you can that can stimulate milk.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What supplement?
A lad, I don't want this.
I wouldn't mind.
A lad I know. I'm not going to say his name. I'll tell you in a bit. He took the pill just to see what happened, and he started lactating. So estrogen.
No.
Probably just estrogen tablets and that.
I read a story the other day, a woman having milk out of her armpit.
That's a tough
So-
fetish,
Armpit
innit?
milk.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want that in your cereal, would you?
No.
So you can have a flat white with fucking pit milk,
Yeah.
please. Do you know what?
I wouldn't be surprised. There's a proper like cafe, like a proper vegan hippie cafe. Where that's what it
armpit
is.
milk or
Yeah.
tit milk?
Eat
What?
both.
So here's a fun story. I got spanked with Viagra once by
Yeah?
my mates. Yeah, who thought it was funny. So what they did is they.
I don't get this.
It is funny. To be fair, it is funny.
Yeah, but what did they want to happen?
I'm going to go out on a limb, Dean, and say they wanted me to get an erection.
Yeah, and then what? You just
and
stuck
then
with an
it's-
erection. You're just going like trying to get a wank off your mate or something because
Well,
extremely horny.
Well, no, it doesn't turn you into a sexual deviant. I wouldn't be going around asking for hand jobs off my friends.
Would you not?
It'd be more like I'd be in fucking Pop World or whatever, and I'd just have a massive fun. But the thing is I wouldn't, because the thing is, right, is let's say that you were out with the lads, right, and you got an erection. You wouldn't be like, lads, you'll never guess what. Like, you'd keep it to yourself.
True.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, well, this will go away at some point.
Right,
Like
yeah,
erections
yeah,
have been
yeah.
known to do.
Okay, I get you, yeah.
And then it would be quite funny for you to be sat down in fucking Weatherspoons or whatever. And everyone's like, we going somewhere after this. Me being like, let's give it another pint.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Who's going to the bar? Not me.
Yeah.
No, I'll get the next one.
Right, okay.
Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
what they
yeah, I
wanted.
get you.
So they crushed up 2 or I think 3, what's the plural of Viagra? Viagra?
Viagra.
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 Crushed up 2 or 3 Viagra and put it in my drink. Apparently, I didn't notice. I drank it. Didn't feel anything. Then we went to a strip club, right? Well, not directly afterwards, but afterwards, later on in the night. Now, I don't find strippers or stripping or anything about it even remotely attractive.
I think it's one of the most awkward situations you can be in.
It's, for me personally, it would be like being dead hungry and instead of getting a dinner, paying £10 to £20 for a chef to cook a nice meal and just rub it on my fucking face. And just
Every now and then.
just pop it in the crevices in my mouth. And every once in a while, when I try and eat the steak like that, a bouncer comes over, slaps it out my fucking hand. Fucking
that's very good.
sirloin goes flying over the fucking room. I don't get it. I don't understand it, right?
No.
So I wake up the next day and I have an erection as I...
Still?
No, I just have an erection.
Oh, okay.
But I'm really hungover. I have an erection and I wake up and I have an erection. Who doesn't? Do you know what I mean? It's common. So I don't think that anything's off, but I'm really hungover and I don't like having a wank when I'm hungover.
Right.
And because it's horrible, innit? Do you not think?
It's horrible because sometimes it can sort your hangover out.
Yeah, but you got to time it because sometimes if it's too early on, you get a headache, and I'm like that, and I don't like it. So I thought I'll wait this out for a bit. I'll go to sleep for a bit, and I woke up again, and I was like, oh, you're still here.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I guess I'll fucking have a wank now. So I had a wank. Came standard,
classic, yeah,
classic, and then I was like, this appears to be odd.
It just wasn't
going down. But bear in mind, I don't know I've been spiked with Viagra, and so I was like, well, what an oddity.
Go again, I guess.
Like this is, but in my head, I was thinking, well, this is a turn up for the books, and probably advantageous because if I can continue to do this throughout my late teenage to early adult years, I'm going to be very popular. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I'm just waiting for it to go down. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
And so I was like,
how long did you have it for?
Oh, the whole erection, like about 3.5 hours, I'd say.
Almost on the cusp of having to go to the doctors there, isn't it?
Yeah. Well. So here's the thing: is I had another wank. I had a second wank. I was like, well, usually I will wait this out.
Yeah.
But I clearly have a lot that I want to expel, and that's what's going on here. I just have lots of cum, and I didn't get rid of it all first time round, and so I need to do a second purge.
Yeah.
So I had another wank.
Like a second trip to the tip.
Yeah. It's like when you do a house move and it doesn't all fit in the van, and you go, well, we'll come back for that. We'll come back for that. That's what I thought was going on. And then I had another wank, came again, and then the same thing was happening, and I was like, this is suspicious. This is John suspicious. So I was like, right, okay. And then my mate had sent me a message going, ha, 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 and all this. And I was like, what? And he was like, oh, did you not know? I was like, no, what? He was like, we spiked your drink with Viagra last night.
Yeah.
I was like, that makes an awful lot of sense.
Yeah, it's I'm made up, you told me, to be honest.
Because I've woken up this morning with I could put a shelf up with this. Do you know what I mean? This is ridiculous. But yeah, it just went down on its own after like 3.5 hours.
Yeah. But
it does start to hurt after a while. Like it does genuinely, you're like, this is crap.
Yeah.
Like it goes from being funny to shit after about the hour mark.
Yeah. And as well, like if you don't need it, it probably has a bit more of like an adverse effect then, wouldn't it? Like, because obviously it's for people who can't really get one. But if you're very capable of getting one and then you've took 3 Viagras, like...
Yeah. So a friend of mine, have you ever had female Viagra?
No.
So a friend... You said no and move the mic closer to your face, and that was a bit, no.
It made me feel like she needs to buy some now.
I'm just intrigued.
A friend of mine had female Viagra when she was in Thailand.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, she had a flight back to the UK, and she was like, I'm going to be bored. I might as well just take this and see what happens.
Yeah.
And so she took some female Viagra, and she was like, nothing's happening, this is boring. And then after about an hour, she started to get incredibly like wet and turned on. And she had to finger herself in the toilets. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it was a lot snappier than your story, so it sort of took me off guard.
The end.
Yeah. It's a shit. Finger herself in the toilet.
It's very much a novella, that one. It was.
Yeah.
So.
What do you expect though?
Did we get to? We still haven't spoke about.
Breastfeeding. So the breastfeeding one.
Yeah.
It's on Channel 4, you can watch it. It's called Breastfeeding My Boyfriend. Taking these supplements to induce lactation and stuff.
That's how we got into it.
But all of them are fucking nutters. And the worst...
The men.
And the women.
Oh, and the women.
And the women.
Right, okay.
So the women are like, I just feel a connection with my body. But they use terms that knock me sick. Like, they're like, I need to feed. Do you know what I mean? It's like, nah.
Yeah.
And so there's one where it's the poster boys and girls for the breastfeeding community are 2 people, I'm not even lying, they're called Pip and Button. No, Tip and Button. Tip and Button. Which, if ever there was 2 names that said I fucking lick titty milk, it's Tip and Button.
Tip and Button,
and Dan.
They're both male.
So...
they're both males,
no,
Tip and Button?
No, male and female. Button is a woman's name. How did you not know that?
Oh, is she the feeder?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes. So... they've got to the point now where she needs to lactate 3 times a day.
Otherwise,
so
it's like
3 times a day, every single day.
Yeah.
They need to have a little suckle.
But is Tip fat?
Oh, sorry.
Is Tip fat?
He's Korean.
So
is he fat?
You are?
He can still be fat though, couldn't he?
Kim Jong Slim. So
what I want to know is if I take these tablets, are my tits going to get bigger?
No, I think they just lactate. I don't think they make your titties bigger. I think they just like make them milkier.
Yeah, but if they're producing milk, surely they get a bit bigger.
But I'd imagine that, let's say, for example, you wanted to make your boobs bigger. I imagine there's easier ways to go about it. Like, you could get a boob job.
Oh, spenny though.
And, well, yeah, that is true. It's but I think
you
you'd
bought
rather...
boob cream, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just made their hands massive. No, but she did genuinely buy boob cream.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why do you want bigger boobs?
I love bigger boobs.
I gotta tell you, Amy, it's not all it's cracked up to be. They're getting the way, love. Flip them out in summer. My God, do I get a sweat on?
No, my mum got massive tits as well, but I got my dad's. So.
I think that. So, I mean, I find it slightly weird that I'm talking about your boobs now in this particular context, but I think that they are perfectly apportioned to your frame. Like, I think that you would look a bit daft with like massive big old chebs.
I don't need massive, but I'd like a bit bigger.
Do you know, so here's the thing, right, is I knew a woman who got a boob job. I used to work with, I was like 18, I worked at a call centre called loans.co.uk. We sold loans. Yeah, and it was pre-2008 when the good times are rolled. Yeah. You'll never lose your house. It's a loan. So there was a girl there who was stunning. She was absolutely beautiful. Her name was Sarah, and she was gorgeous, really good-looking girl. And she was she was about 5'8", 5'9", the flattest person I've ever seen in my life. It's not even like she was an A-cup. There were no tits. There was zero, an absence of breast.
Yeah.
And she got a boob job, and she got herself a B-cup.
Right.
And it was just one of those moments where she was like, she could have come in with massive, fat, fucking E-cup titties that were just... But she was like, I just want to have something there.
Yeah.
Because she had literally noughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
But I'm not like, I don't know, man. I always think that natural boobs look better.
Yeah.
You think?
I mean,
but you're not doing it for me, Amy. You're doing it for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's just you want them, innit?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not like, I wish they was bigger or anything. Just
a bit bigger.
But
like,
the lactate thing is, the worst bit about it was the positions that the men took.
The cradle them like little babies.
There's no least weird way to breastfeed an adult man.
Yeah.
So sometimes what they
big
do
as well, aren't they?
Sometimes they'd lie down on top of her, and so she'd be like with her head poking out, and he'd be on her chest, and she'd be like, stroking his head, and she'd be like. But the sounds as well, you could hear like the.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch this show now.
You could see as well. You can see cheeks moving inwards and
proper suckling
chins and like that. Horrific.
Yeah.
There was another one where the guy just lay down on a pillow on like a thigh, and she just kind of flopped her tit on top of it. Yeah. And she was like, like they do in America where they drink beer like upside down or whatever. Yeah. It was like that, but with tit.
A keg stand.
Yeah. And there was a load of his frat brothers going chug. And then at the end he went and squeezed it on his head. So there was that, and then there was one where she was just like sat like this, and then he sort of came on top of her. And like, sort of, mate,
like straddled her.
Yeah, but all of it's weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best way, and it doesn't seem like a.
So you wouldn't try it?
No. So the thing is like,
I'd try a bit of it.
Yeah, not.
I say I'd try anything.
Maybe a shot.
Yeah,
I'd say but the thing is though, they're not asked about. All of them have said they're not asked. It's not the taste of the milk that they're bothered about.
Yeah.
So if you have a shot of titty milk, then and that's what we're calling it titty milk.
Titty milk.
Pussy milk. If you have a shot of tit milk, then it's not the milk that tastes good.
Yeah.
They go, ooh, I'd have that
It
on
is meant
toast.
to taste good though.
Is it?
Yeah, like really sweet because it's your natural, like what you're drawn to. Do you know what I mean? It's for you. It's made for humans.
I don't know if I want sweet milk though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Not
know.
like a milkshake.
I don't like milkshake.
Okay.
No.
Maybe that's why you're not into it then.
Well, what it is it's the...
What about cereal milk?
What?
Cereal milk.
What about cereal milk?
That's sweet.
Oh,
Nice.
I put almond milk on my cereal.
Okay, but when it, like the sugar off the cereal makes it nice.
I don't eat cereal. Really.
You said you put almond milk
yeah,
on
but
your
it would
cereal?
be cornflakes or something like that if I had to.
Yeah.
I tend to go with eggs. I'm more of an egg man.
Right.
I don't know why I stroked my knee. Eggs.
More of an egg man.
I'm more of an egg man, you see. Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Is there reason for doing it just more the
Connection.
succulent thing? Yeah.
The connection.
I just want to taste it and see
So
what it
they were
tastes
like,
Yeah.
we've got a bond. But
Yeah,
for me
yeah.
personally, all bodily fluid things kind of make me go, like blood, piss, poo. It's like...
I think that's different though, because you're meant to eat that. Like at some point in your life, you're never like meant to eat like squirt.
Yeah, it does feel very... It does
Eat squirt, just don't work together.
It does
Squirt's
feel very
clean.
Bear Grylls-y, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where it's
Sun's
like...
going down.
Yeah.
Better eat squirt.
Yeah. My girlfriend's just pissed on me, and we've got nothing in the fridge, and the Asda's closed.
Yeah.
You know, like wringing her fucking shit to try and get... Bear Grylls porn would be fucking hilarious.
It'd be horrendous.
Yeah.
It'd be like inside a deer carcass or something.
Oh,
Like, it'd be rough. So horrible.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have tit milk.
I wouldn't have titty milk.
Have you tried whey? Have you had whey?
No, I'm not really...
I don't believe you.
I know, I don't really like the idea of being pissed on.
Oh yeah.
Just makes me, the whole point, the whole bit of that makes me just go, we should have stopped sex.
Someone at your whey though.
What, sorry?
Someone at your whey.
Somebody
Don't
eating my
eat
weed.
liquid.
Well, what
Drink
you
it.
see what
Ice.
you see what we do, is we get those.
Yes,
you
ice
know those,
isn't a liquid though, is it?
you know those
It's a
ice
solid.
lollipops where you can make your own. I
Yeah.
just piss into one of those, stick it in the fridge on a hot day. Just a piss sickle.
Yeah.
No, I'm not really a. Do you know what it is as well? This is the most prudish I'm gonna sound during a podcast. But with piss and shit, if you're into that, then there's a lot of cleanup involved, isn't there?
Yeah.
And if you're pissing on somebody, it has to be in the shower.
Yeah.
And ours isn't big enough.
That's it. It's either you need the clean up or you need the pre-prep.
Yeah.
So like it's like
outdoors.
I'll just put the sheet down, love. No, the big lino sheet you have to throw out or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then your neighbours are like, "Oh, have you got painter and decorators in? Have you got the
could say
buildings
that.
round?" You're like, "No." The only thing I'm building is the only thing I'm building is a lack of trust in our relationship by pissing on it. No, I'm not really a fan of wheeze and poos and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm more into the sort of mental side of things. Is that weird?
Depends. I don't know.
I mean, I think that's what most subdom is, isn't it? Like,
An hour sound.
Do you know what? I used to know somebody who this is one thing that I've never tried but thought was really interesting. So I used to know a girl who her kink was to she wanted to be hypnotized and she wanted to make it so that if I clicked my fingers, then she'd come, like she'd have an orgasm. And I thought that
She might be into them proper.
that's giving me an awful lot of trust.
Yeah.
Because I know what a cunt I am. I'd be like, we go into the shops, you know.
yeah.
Hey,
It'd be bad for one of them adverts. It's like every time we click my fingers, a child in Africa dies.
please
They're going, please.
give just £3 a month. And she's like, oh my God, just £3 a fucking month. Come on, Cafford, fuck me. Jesus Christ.
Oh dear.
That's
I think we
it.
should end the pod.
Yeah, nothing beat that.
That's the bit that's being clipped up, innit? Fuck. That's so funny, man.
That was good.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
Thanks for having us, mate.
Yeah, man.
I've really enjoyed it.
Where's your socials and your podcast and that?
Check out my podcast, Pigoted. It is on iTunes and Spotify and wherever it is that you get your podcasts, and on YouTube, youtube.com/Pigoted. We get comedians and experts, and we talk about a load of interesting subjects and some absolute bollocks as well.
You looked at a camera that's not on then, by the way.
I'm looking at a camera that isn't on. What a twat.
Me and Amy have just been on Freddy's one. It'll be out in a few weeks as well, so keep an eye out for that. And what's your socials and that?
You can follow me on like social media and stuff, but I don't really care.
TikTok. Good on TikTok, aren't you?
I've not used TikTok in ages. Although,
while you're doing that, for any Patreons watching, this will be out early access. Freddy's doing an extended set at Dopamine Fiends Comedy Night on Monday. If you're not a patron, it was last night. It was sick. You missed it. Unlucky.
Do you know what? I'll tell you this. I'm really looking forward to doing Dopamine Fiends. And this is the first time in a very long time where I have given the organizer a heads up that I'm going to be doing some pretty fucking horrible shit. This is the first. Usually, I just go down and do it. And then I go back.
So
and
it must be dark. Then if you let me know. In
there's one or two bits that I'm like, cool. But
That's
we're going to
fine.
go for it.
I'm all right with that. I might leave the red lights on for them bits and then change the lighting when the mood's been lifted.
Oh, mate. That'd be great. Like fucking joke-assisted lighting.
Yeah. Right. Going. Nice one, everyone, for watching. Keep an eye out for the Easter egg and all that. Love you. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.